Yo, what's going on, guys? I don't usually do YouTube videos. It's kind of like a new thing I have to get used to with ever-changing environment of content creation. Um, but I thought I'd do a video on something that I think at least I'm a little knowledgeable about. So, as a solo operator, owner operator, I kind of have my bags packed a certain way. Everyone is gonna hate how this is packed. I guarantee you, it's fine. This is not about how it's packed, but just what's packed inside of it. Probably get a bigger case to pack all what's in here properly. But all these cases roughly have the same thing, same like just build down, breakdown. So for this one is my Canon C70, Canon R8, Canon C200. Um, I have for all of them, I include a lot of the same things just to make sure I cover my bases because I've made a lot of mistakes. Um, a lot of mistakes actually. So we're gonna go through what's in each of my bags and why I have all that. First thing, the thing that's been saving my butt the most is a card case that doubles as a card reader. So this one has it's a screw one. I can leave a link in the description below. Uh, 8 slots for regular SDs. What is it? 16 slots for micro SDs. It's really cool. Has adapters for all types of connections: iPhone, Android, PC, Mac, whatever. It's got it built in for both dual card reader right here, built into my SD cards. There's no cards in here right now because there's a couple in my camera and two in my GH5, which, man, I love this thing. I haven't actually opened up this camera in like 3 or 4 years. I just wanted to use it for this review to show like all the other stuff I have because she's been benched, but she's still a great workhorse for camera, which is also why I wanted to use her today to film the YouTube video. Um, Usually I have 4 cards in here. I don't fill up the full 8 for I guess a simple reason. I keep one side for clean cards, one side for dirty cards, so I know which ones to dump. SD card reader. Um, Keep that there. Got a top handle and cage. So, which each one of my kits, I have at least one top handle, one side handle. I keep my side handle on the side right here. I guess we'll just build it up real quick. Mhm. Okay. No, no, no. Just not going to. Oh, there it is. Boom, boom, boom. Easy setup for if you need to do something. I did this wrong. Nope, no. Let's try it again. Oh, let's try it one more time. Crap. Or I'm gonna have to edit this out. Don't mind me. Boom. Top handle, side handle. I actually need to buy a new lens case. I'll tell a story about that in a second. Um, in the bag right here, I have audio, which is what I'm using right now. I have a set of DJI mics. Top part right here, I always keep with me. I always keep at least 2 batteries or 6 to 8 hours of runtime per case, minimum. So these batteries run for the BP830s run for about 180 minutes on XAVC 10-bit, which is 3 hours. 3 hours of continuous recording. It's fine. That's perfect for me. I swap these out. Use this, and I also have a charger. I have a AC charger and 2 batteries at all times. Um, so the AC charger also doubles as a battery charger. I have that in the case. So yeah, this battery and the one in the camera, 6 hours of guaranteed, plus a charger and AC power if I need to plug it up for like conferences and stuff like that. So boom, AC charger goes in there. Ignore this. And we got this Canon charger. So we can plug it up to the wall, or we can charge it up the battery if we need to. In here, I don't keep a monitor inside my case just because there's actually just no space. I wouldn't even know where to put it. But I always have a HDMI cable. I have that in each one of these. Like they have very similar setups for all of them. Um, and I keep a base plate in here too. I keep a base plate because this is my A cam. I think I have a base plate in this one. I don't have a base plate in that. That's my C camera. I don't really use that often. I keep a base plate in here just so I can slide it onto a gimbal, or most of my stuff are Manfrotto plates, so they're easy, swappable. You know, the tripod we're using for this. Stick it on, boom. Just in case if someone's tripod is missing, if I need to quickly adapt, I have that built in. And I have a spare gimbal plate in here as well. So there and there. I do, on each one of my cases, I actually carry a I just took it out to charge my iPhone, but I have a DC plug charger that's either USB-C or USB-A. This one has both. I keep one of these in each one of my cases just so I can move. I think this one should have been this one. So I'm just gonna plug that back up. Keep that off screen. And then I have a mount adapter because RF lenses are so expensive. EF to RF mount. How my lenses are set up are this. Each one of these cameras have kind of a specialty purpose. A cam, B cam, C cam. C cam also doubles as a photography camera. So the lenses in each case reflect that. As A cam, usually it's a master or a wide, so I have the good old Sigma 18 to 35 in here. I don't shoot a lot of telephoto stuff or a lot of detailed stuff, so that's the only EF lens. This is good for generic work and kind of stuff I like to do. The rest of the lenses in here, just lift this up to show real quick. This is probably not the best idea. You see there's 3 other lenses. For this one, for narrative projects, I actually have anamorphic lenses. I bought the series set. I bought the series set. I bought the 24, the 50, and the 75. I thought 24 and the 35 were kind of too close in look. So I wanted one wide, one medium, one tight. They're great, by the way. I know a lot of people talk crap about these lenses, but I absolutely love them. They're really good. Just all you need is a good lens hood to manage the flares. Sometimes it over flares at night because it's got some crazy streaks. But during the day, this thing is amazing. You can manage it at night though. Just you can use. I've tried like a CPL filter over it, and that kind of reduces some of them. There's some tricks and tips on YouTube. Look it up. But the lenses are definitely worth it. So these are my other 3 lens sets for narrative work. My personal projects and narrative work, I use the anamorphics. These are the Series 133X squeeze. So 75. I think this one's the 24. The 24, and then the 50. And the good old 50 that started it all. I wish I did have these in multiple. I wish they made an EF mount, because good gracious, there's no EF mount anamorphics, and still a lot of cameras use that system. So I'm gonna pack this one up. I think in this one I have earphones if I need to listen to audio. But actually, I'll show you my audio case for this. It's actually pretty ironic because the audio case I have is for my old set of audio. So I have a Ceramonics case, but I'm using the DJI mics. So in this case, I don't know if you can see it, but I have 2 wired lavs and the connection port for the 3.5 millimeter, and I also have the charging case that keeps the receiver and the transmitters. I guess I probably should shoot some B-roll after this, huh? Maybe. We'll see. Just keep the audio on the top. And one more important thing. And that's why I was going to come back to the lens case situation. I have air tags in every one of my bags. I'm not going to show you guys where just in case. Yada, yada, yada. I have air tags to make sure I keep track of where everything is. I've had 2 lens cases go missing. That's cost me thousands of dollars. It's pretty annoying. I'm not gonna lie to you. So that way, now I always have them to just make sure I know where everything is. Each one's different assigned. Camera A, camera B, camera C. So let's pack this back up properly real quick. So we'll go on to the other 2 bags and we'll see. This one is gonna be so funny. I don't necessarily recommend people pack this how I pack this. Every time I show this to people, people are disgusted. And I understand. I'd be disgusted too, but it works for me. While I'm packing this up, I just kind of want to talk about why I chose the Canon system for like my for professional work. As we're filming with the GH5, I'm obviously a I want to say no. We're filming with the GH5 today. It actually used to be my daily driver for a long time, and man, that thing worked. It was an excellent workhorse. It did me well for all the years I used it until I finally started upgrading. My first video camera I used was a T1i. My dad bought it for my 8th birthday. I used to do photography. Thought it was cool. Experimented a little video on it. Upgraded to a 7D. Thought it was really cool. Great. It had the magic lantern hack. And that was great, but it took so long to process those files, and it just was a lot. So when the GH5 came out, I was like, yo, internal 10-bit with a log profile? Like, this is cool. Let me hop on this. I wasn't really brand specific. I just wanted things to do the job. And I remember this guy at Sammy's was telling me, like, bro, you don't want the GH5. Get a C100 instead. I was like, nah, technically better. Technically speaking, the GH5 actually has an excellent spec sheet, higher resolution, more frame rates, a flatter log profile, this, that, and the third. And I just was yapping off because I thought I knew something. And I was very wrong. GH5 is an amazing camera, but the codecs on it, if you're not shooting all-I, are actually terrible on your system. They're just some of the worst files to work with, which slow down my workflow. And that's kind of why I'm making this video, is about ensuring your workflow isn't disturbed. I think a big part of the successes and my failures was finding out how to make my workflow efficient, which is why I'm having these bags a certain way to just cover my ass in case anything happens. So this is a camera. I'm gonna put this to the side. But sorry, incoherent thoughts. I was talking about the GH5 leading up to the Canons. For the GH5, I got the GH5, or actually, I got the GH4 first because I didn't have the GH5 in stock when I went to go buy it. So I was like, look, let me just learn on this. Learned on this for a couple months, then bought the GH5. Amazing camera. Both of them still have this to the day. It's what started it all. So we got in camera C's bag. This is my C camera photography bag, but I still have the same thing. Top handle, side handle. Canon R8. Yo, people do not give this camera enough credit. They don't do a dynamic range test for this camera in terms of video, but it's been rated about 12 stops, which is about the same as the Blackmagic Pocket 4K and its full frame sensor. I'm not a big fan of the whole full frame versus Super 35. It doesn't really matter. As long as you can tell a story, it doesn't really matter what sensor size you have. It just needs to do the job. But if you guys are looking for an excellent full frame sensor for a budget that can produce excellent quality images, look no further than the Canon R8. The biggest thing I'll say about this in terms of its log profile is the C-Log 3 in this is not the same as the C-Log 3 in a C200 or any of the Cinema series. It's slightly off, and maybe I'll make a separate video on that, but I've tweaked my settings to get it as close as possible to the other one. Also made it flatter so I can grade it the same way I grade or at least use a similar pipeline, so I grade C-Log 2, more latitude, the thing. This camera's no slouch. Like, I actually really like it. Because of it's a photography camera and a C camera, I have two main lenses in here. And like one experimental lens. The tried and true 24 to 105L. I don't have the R series because I'm not paying. That's like 3,000. No, it's $1,000. It's $1,000, but it's optically I don't notice that big of a difference. It's faster for sure. I use it way faster lens. For what I do, I'm not pixel peeping. This is a general lens. It's a need to cover whatever angle I need to cover. This works. Now this one is my little secret. This is the Samyang 85-1.4 lens. And it's RF native. So they don't make this lens anymore, but you should be able to find some online. Really good cheap alternative if you don't want to pay for that. It does not work with R series cameras before the R8 though. Canon puts some sort of software limitation in most of the cameras. So it just won't operate, won't communicate. But R8 and after, it still works. I've tested it with the R8 and the C70. Oh, the cinema line, I think the R5C might be able to use this lens too. But a lot of their cameras won't be able to use this lens, which kind of sucks. Because, Canon, I need y'all to do better. But yeah, I got the portrait lens because that's what I do mostly. Doing photography, I do like grad photos and corporate photos, and just I like the thing, the thing, like just the blurred background. I like the look. So the 85-1.4 is excellent for that. A lot of you guys have seen this lens on everywhere. Like it's like the most famous YouTube lens for everybody. It's Helios 44-2. I love and hate this lens. I never use it because I originally bought it for my C70, but because of the Super 35 sensor, it crops into it's a 58. It was like an 83 or an 80 or something like that, and it just doesn't look good on the C70. But looks excellent, but you can still see the Bruckle swirls on the full frame for the R8. So it works for that, but I wouldn't buy it for a crop sensor. If you're gonna buy something for a crop sensor and you want to pronounce swirly bokeh effect, look at what is it? Lomography. They have a lens like it's a 55-1.4. Oh, Petsaval lomography. Those things are crazy. If you're looking for something stylish, that's awesome. Get one of those. Portable photo printer for like social media stuff. 2 printing products. On the top here, I have extra batteries. I have a total of 4 batteries because these last about, give or take, an hour and a half to 2 each. So I'll make sure I have a full day's shoot worth. So 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours, 1 in body. So 3 batteries, the charger, 2 charging cables. This one actually has a built-in cable, so you can just plug it up via USB. So I'll put that back. Adapter, EF to RF. Let's open up the front pouch to see what's cracking. Oh, I don't think I showed this one. Same thing, SD card case with adapter. This one also has it built in. So 2 here, 2 new cards, 2 cards to dump, built-in cable inside the case. You can just plug it right here. It's got 2 slots, just like my other one. SD card, micro SD card. USB-C, rated at 300 megabytes per second. It's nice. I love these things. I have a super long USB-C cable in here for charging. I have this MPF plate actually. Sorry, train of thought. I have this MPF plate that I also use for external power. Because I have a lot of MPF batteries from when I used to power my Blackmagic. So I can wire this either via DTAP, USB-C out, or USB-A out, which these things are pretty great. I think I might get one for the Canon C70 as well. MPFs can power it. You got to look for their specific battery that has like a 14-volt out, but it can power that. It's way cheaper than V mounts. I don't believe in V mounts. V mounts are cool. V mounts are cool on set. That's what I would use them for. I wouldn't use it as a solo operator. It's really heavy and kind of just a lot. Like mm, I'm good off that. Uh, it's doing too much. But if you need a cheap alternative, get MPFs. And I also have another card reader just in case. This one is a 3-prong card reader, PC, USB A, and iPhone, Lightning, and USB C for other PCs and Android. 2 slots like the other one, SD, micro SD. And this is I don't know what this bracket is for. Probably should. I'm guessing that power cable I have was for this one. I'm then missing one. This is why I go through the bags. I gotta do the thing. So let's pack this back up. Yep, this goes in here. Okay. Okay. Boom. 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 But each case also covers all the ranges I need, though. Just as a reiteration, it's not a range I don't have for daily use. 24 to 105 is gonna cover my whole range. If I need something specialty, I got the 85. Mid specialty, I got the 58. Adapter. I do need to get a new adapter though, because this one R8 doesn't have NDs, so that kind of limits the use in certain situations, which is fine. But there is what's company is this? Comlight makes an adapter, and I think Nikkei makes an adapter. What the hell is this? Comlight makes an adapter that has built-in NDs. Might have to correct this on the post. And it's like $159, totally worth it. Internal NDs are the way, which is why I love the C200 and the C70. Like, I don't like putting an ND over the glass. That's dumb. It's dumb. If you're gonna do that, I'll put it in the matte box. And just change it that way. And there is an air tag in this one too. It's hidden. I'm not showing where there are, but I always know where they are. Also too, if you're gonna pick air tags in your bag, don't put them in obvious places. Don't just put them in like the top of your bag or somewhere where some people can see it. There is a base plate. I'll send the link below, so that you can put the air tag in the base plate, so people, whoever steal it won't even think about it. You can always find your stuff. Boom. And now the piece de resistance. This big boy. So before I show you this, I just want to warn you, it's not how it's supposed to look. But it works. It works for me. Everything's nice and compact. Nothing moves around. Nothing really gets damaged. Alright. This is my C200 case. So there's a lot going on here. But essentially has all the same things the rest of these other cases have. C200, I don't know what that just came off of. C200 body right here. I do have multiple batteries for this. I have, I think, 4, 5 batteries in here. So I keep these specific batteries I use a lot. So just so I don't have to power my monitor. So I use K-Star BPA 100s, and they have D-taps out. They're $100 each battery, which is really cheap, considering like the standard BPA 30 battery is like $260. Because what? Absolutely not. These last they have about the same wattages as the same duration as the BPA 30s, about 3 hours. It runs a little bit faster. I think the voltage on the C200 is like 18 volts. it takes for the battery. So it lasts about 150 minutes, which is still a decent amount of time. So I got two of these in here plus some other miscellaneous batteries. So I have some other BPA 60s. Boom, third party. Other K-Star. I should have took a picture of this because putting this back together is super annoying. I can't even lie to you. So boom, boom. Charger.